Hello, readers. It's Miss Allie from the Franklin-Springboro Public Library. Let's have a story time. Hello, hello, story time friends. Thanks for joining me again. We're gonna have a lot of fun before this story time is all done. You never know what you'll see, so let's get started. 1, 2, 3. All right, readers, you know the first thing we need to do is check that Storytime treasure chest. Let me grab it. Hey, the Storytime treasure chest is already open and there's someone sitting in it. Who is this sitting in our treasure chest? It is a wolf pup. Oh, look at this little wolf pup. Aren't you so cute? Yes, you are. This little wolf pup reminds me of a great song about a wolf. Do you want to sing it with me? Let's sing it. If you're a wolf and you know it, howl at the moon. Oh! If you're a wolf and you know it, howl at the moon. Oh! If you're a wolf and you know it, then your howl will surely show it. If you're a wolf and you know it, howl at the moon. Howl! If you're a wolf and you know it, growl at night. Grrr! If you're a wolf and you know it, growl at night. Grrr! If you're a wolf and you know it, then your howl will surely show it. If you're a wolf and you know it, growl at night. Grrr. If you're a wolf and you know it, scratch your fleas. Scratch, scratch. If you're a wolf and you know it, scratch your fleas. Scratch, scratch. If you're a wolf and you know it, then your howl will surely show it. If you're a wolf and you know it, scratch your fleas. Scratch, scratch. Oh, do you think we can do all three? Remember, howl at the moon, growl at night, and scratch those fleas. If you're a wolf and you know it, do all three. Howl! Grrr! Scratch, scratch. If you're a wolf and you know it, do all three. Howl! Grrr! Scratch, scratch. If you're a wolf and you know it, then your howl will surely show it. If you're a wolf and you know it, do all three. Howl! Grrr! Scratch, scratch. Ah, good job, friends. This little wolf pup who was sitting in our treasure chest today reminds me of a great story. The story is called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And The Boy Who Cried Wolf is actually a fable. A fable is a story that teaches a lesson. The lesson from the story The Boy Who Cried Wolf is, men believe not lightly him which is known for a liar. What? If that doesn't make any sense, that's okay. That's just an old-fashioned way of saying that we should always speak the truth. That's the lesson from The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now, this is a very old story, but we're going to read a more modern version of it that was published about 15 years ago. It was written by B.G. Hennessy. She is the author, and the pictures were created by Boris Kulikov. They are very interesting pictures in this book. So Boris Kulikov is the illustrator. Let's read this together. This book has very interesting end pages. Here are some of the sheep that the boy is supposed to be tending. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And there he is. There was once a shepherd. I am so bored, he thought. All day long, all I do is watch sheep. All the sheep do is eat. Not only that, all they say is baa. Munch, munch, munch. Bah! answered the sheep. Uh-oh, what is the little boy doing now? Nothing ever happens here. None of my friends come to play. I am the most bored boy in the world, thought the shepherd. Munch, munch, munch. Bah, answered the sheep. I wonder if sheep ever get bored, he thought. He decided to teach the sheep some tricks. He expected the sheep would be happy to learn something new, but none of them seemed interested. Munch, munch, munch. Bah! The sheep protested. What I need is a little excitement, said the shepherd. Well, what would be exciting? I know, he said. The shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran all the way into town yelling, Wolf, wolf, wolf! There is a wolf after my sheep! Is there really a wolf after his sheep? Nope. That's why all the sheep look so shocked. All of the townsfolk came running as fast as they could to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. They looked everywhere for the wolf. No wolf in the pasture. No wolf on the hill. No wolf in the forest. The little boy looks to be giggling there. One of the shepherd boy's friends stayed with him for the rest of the day to make sure the wolf was really gone. That was a fun afternoon, thought the shepherd boy. But the next day, munch, 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 bah, life in the pasture was back to boring again. So the shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling, Wolves, wolves, wolves! There are 2 wolves after my sheep! And just like the day before, everyone came running lickety-split to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. And just like the day before, they looked everywhere for the wolves. No wolves in the pasture. No wolves on the hill. No wolves in the forest. They must have run away, the shepherd explained. One of the boy's friends stayed with him for the rest of the day, this time to see if there really was a wolf. That was another fine afternoon, thought the shepherd boy after his friend had left. The next day, just when the shepherd boy was beginning to get bored again, he heard lunch, 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 grrr, and lunch, 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 grrr, and lunch, 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 grrr. And there, by the edge of the pasture, were 3 big, hungry wolves. The sheep started running in all directions. And for the 3rd time, the shepherd jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling, Wolves! 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 There are 3 wolves after my sheep! But this time, no one came to help. This time, no one believed him. And the shepherd boy spent the rest of the day looking for his sheep all by himself. There he is, not sure where his sheep are. But look here up in this tree. And that is the end. Readers, this week, rather than explore someplace outside of the library, we are going to explore some books on the library shelves. If you love reading stories about wolves, I'm going to show you 4 great picture books that I think you might want to check out. Let's go see. Here we are in the children's section of the Franklin Library. Let's go find some books. The first book is called Sheepish, Wolf Undercover by Helen Yoon. It's about a wolf who thinks that sheep are very delicious. He infiltrates a herd of sheep and does all the things the sheep do. You'll have to read the book to find out if he eventually gets a sheep sandwich or if something else happens. The next book is called Federico and the Wolf. It's written by Rebecca J. Gomez and illustrated by Elisa Chavari. This is a retelling of the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Federico wears a red hoodie and rides his bicycle to the market to get some groceries for his abuelo, but the hungry wolf gets in the way. Next is Wolf Boy. It is written and illustrated by Andy Harkness. What happens when you get really, really hungry? Do you get drooly and growly and fussy like Wolf Boy? Do you stomp through the forest looking for rabbits? This fun book with great pictures captures the feelings that come with being very hungry. It's a lot of fun. And finally, we have a great book. Let me find it. It's called Imagine a Wolf. What do you see? It's written and illustrated by Lucky Platt. What do you see when you imagine a wolf? The wolf in this story would rather knit a sweater than huff and puff and blow somebody's house down. If you want to read about a wolf who is definitely not big and bad, then check out Imagine a Wolf. All right, readers, those are the 4 wolf books I wanted to talk to you about. But as you can see, we have lots of books on lots of different topics. So come to the library and browse around and see what you can find. Let's go back to the Storytime room. Readers, thanks so much for exploring some books from the library shelves with me. If you stop by the library and you need help finding a book about wolves or any topic that you want to read about, come and ask me or the other children's librarians for help. Or if we're not around, you can of course stop by the front desk and ask them. We are here to help you. Let me tell you about this week's craft. We are creating monsters. If you stop by the library this week, you'll get this little craft packet that has a little tub of Play-Doh, some pipe cleaners and beads and googly eyes so that you can use your creativity and imagination and create all sorts of funny or scary monsters with your Play-Doh. Okay, friends, time for us to sing our goodbye song. Goodbye, goodbye, Storytime friends, but your fun doesn't have to end. I hope you know that all you need is to find a few great books to read. Open them up and take a look. Adventure awaits inside a book. Bye-bye.